thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch. This is the project we're making today, and this is week 7 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. We are using our Stars treat bags. So it's a simple project today. We have the supplies here, and I'll make sure the measurements are on the screen. And the first thing we're going to do is stamp. We're using the Best Witches stamp set. And I'm going to turn this over to stamp it, or to ink it up, I should say. And then we'll stamp the greeting over here. And we want to use a Post-it note so that we only stamp the parts that we want. So we'll ink that part first. And then we need to clean the image. You can use your Simply Chamois, which I don't have in my possession right now. Or actually I have it, but it's dry. So I'm just going to use a baby wipe. And then you want to make sure you dry that because then we're going to cover up the top part so that we can, and that's a little wet still, so let it dry. And then we'll stamp that one over here. So we're going to color her. These are all of the blends that I'm using today, and I do have these labels. It's a free PDF over on my website. Okay, so let's start with her face, which is going to be, we're going to give her some little rosy cheeks with the light Flirty Flamingo, and then we're going to go over her face with the Petal Pink. And this is the light. Okay, so now that we're done coloring her, we're going to fussy cut her out. I'll bring this back over here. Okay, so while I'm cutting this, I'm just going to remind you there's a free PDF over on my website that has all the measurements and pictures. Yeah. And if you're not a fan of Halloween, you probably won't be watching this video, but maybe you are. We'll have another version next Tuesday. There we go. Now for the greetings, I'm just going to use my little trimmer. If you don't have one of these, you can also use your scissors. And I think I said this a couple weeks ago that for Halloween, it's okay if your images are crooked. You can say it's on purpose, right? Okay, now As you can see, it takes me a couple whacks to get it right. Okay, so there's that one. And then now this one. This is a hot mess, isn't it? I was going to film this video yesterday, and Chase and Jessica brought Olivia over. And of course, I went running upstairs and dropped everything. She's already growing so quickly. Okay, I'm going to have to finish cutting that with my scissors. Okay, so all of our stamping is done. So now we're going to set this aside, and we want to cut out our bats. So this is the dies. And again, the supplies will be on my website. So I'm going to cover a little bit of this, or cover the basic black cardstock with the washi tape. And then we're going to cut those 3 bats out. And I think that I put 3 strips on here to get them. Okay, so I didn't do a very good job with that, but it's okay. I better do one more. Okay, I'm going to get the die cut machine now. Okay, so I'm going to place this on here and then place the bats. There we go. And then we're going to run it through. Oh, forgot to open that. Okay, bat number 1, bat number 2, and bat number 3. So I want to put my dies back on that magnetic sheet so that I don't lose them. Okay, so now let's open up our bag. This is a cute project, I think, especially because you can whip it out really quickly. So this is gonna go right inside there. So we just want to add some glue just in a few spots. So if you look at the bag, you can see that there's this spot here, and then up at the top there's a little bit, and then over here. And it actually kind of stays in there kind of by itself. You could use these for little lanterns too, and put a little tea light inside there. You know, the non-flammable ones, what am I calling those? Not real candles, the faux candles. I have some still left over from Chase and Jessica's wedding. Okay, so this is gonna go here, and then let's add the greeting. So I'm going to use the mini black dimensionals. I'm going to put it on the middle of the greeting. Okay, so I'm going to add this one first. I want to add these because I can move her around. Yeah. And then I'm just going to add her with liquid glue. You know, and I just noticed one thing too. Let me bring the other one back into camera. So on this one, I used Fresh Freesia. It's one of the new in colors, but it appears that I used Highland Heather on that one. So use whatever color purple you have. And then now for the little bats, I'm just going to use my liquid glue. So this one's going to go over here where it has that little void. And this one goes here. And then the little one. Now for the bag, like I said, you could just fill this bag with candy itself. You don't have to use the cellophane bag, but I kind of felt like adding the bag and the ribbon just kind of dressed it up a little bit. But I do think that you could totally gift this just like this, full of your treats. But I'm going to go ahead and do the bag to show you. So these are our 6x8 cellophane bags. And what I like to do is go ahead and put it inside there first and then fill it up with candy. So that way the candy kind of goes in the right position. So I have 2 of these large Tootsie Rolls and then some of the little small ones. So it holds a nice amount of candy. And then look, now I'm going to take it back out and tie the bow because I will squash it if I don't take it out. I love this ribbon. Okay, now let's put it back in there. You know what? I need to bring that ribbon a little further up. And then spread the top. Okay, so that wraps up this project. Don't forget to print your free PDF that's over on my website. The link is in the description. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day. Thanks.